Yeah.
All right, so now I got to check out a movie that Adam, I know you are going to love. It is just a brilliant masterpiece, a masterwork, if you will, called Truth or Dare. Excuse me. Sorry. Here's the part I think you'll dig. Blumhouse's Truth or Dare.
Yeah, that sounds like
That's right.
that brings a little the pedigree up a little bit when you call it
Hey, come on,
Blumhouse's
man,
Truth or Dare.
Blumhouse. You know what they do, how they do.
Hmm.
All right,
It's
so it's
it's,
gonna
it's
be
one
the
step away from
height.
Madia's Truth or Dare, which is I would rather watch that. I think
Robert Rodriguez's Tic Tac Toe. Oh no,
Battleship
Blumhouse's
by
Truth or
Paul
Dare.
Verhoeven. Yeah.
This is a very interesting picture because it's actually an interesting premise, done in the absolute worst way possible. It's a game of truth or dare goes horribly awry when people start dying.
It
That's the
sounds exactly like a movie you hear about for the 2 weeks that it's in theaters, and then you forget about as soon as like, oh yeah, that's on in the $5 bin at Walmart. Like,
yeah, no, that's pretty spot on. Yeah, that's just about what it is.
All right.
This movie is about as prestige as if you're watching a better movie and they're making fun of a slightly better movie by giving it a schlocky title.
Right.
And then when
That's
they
it.
describe that schlocky title, that's Truth or Dare.
Mm.
Okay, a bunch of teens go to Mexico on spring break, and a guy they meet in a bar takes him to a
God, how many
church
bad
out
movies
in the,
started that way?
out in the mountains. Oh, we're not done. Out in the mountains to play, of all things, Truth or Dare. It turns out initiating this game of Truth or Dare, enters them into a previously existing game of Truth or Dare being run or being
It's like bad
I
Jumanji.
close,
Yeah.
because at the crux of this game is a demon trickster who locks everybody into this game of truth or dare that has lethal consequences. And if they don't tell the absolute truth or don't perform the dare, they die. And
Gotcha.
it's just the most mind numbing,
Better you than me.
hour
All I
and a
gotta say
half
about watching it.
ridiculous. I won't even say a thrill ride. Brain suck.
It's like
that's
Jumanji meets Saw. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
That should be on the
kinda-
poster.
Think. Okay, like I said, the base of this is a game of truth or dare played by a bunch of kids off on spring break. Now, you'd think that'd be pretty straightforward. They play the game, they tell the truth, they do a dare, and then it cycles through, and then it's over. But as you watch this picture, and I don't think it's a spoiler to say that it involves a creature from hell that's been invoked into this game. Now, the actual way that it plays, the actual way that this demon came into contact with these kids is stupid. And I'm trying really hard not to be biased because I'd like to give a proper professional journalistic review of this, but there's just not that much material there. It's a story of some kids who do nothing but fight amongst themselves throughout this entire picture. And all of it is just done without any real world perspective on, okay, I'm your friend. I say some stuff that properly offends you, your family, and then you know what? We're not friends anymore. These folks have just these ridiculous fights, like heinous stuff. And the next scene, I don't like you, but yeah, we're chilling again. Like, where the hell did that come from? Okay, fine. If you want to spend your disbelief that much and just follow along with the rest of the movie, I just kind of want to see some cool, deaths and consequences and these weird situations that these kids get put into by this game of truth or dare. It's like, no. It just sets it up as you hate these people, and then they're not interesting.
Sounds like you hate them so much that you'd rather them to be dead.
Most of them, yes.
Oh,
And the thing is, where they set it up that they can be redeemable characters, you want to see whether or not they live through this, so you get invested. They don't. And what sucks is there's one character in here who you actually like. It's this kid. The Asian kid who's got a very traditional father who he's having trouble coming out to because he's gay. But his father is very traditional, very conservative, and will not support him. And the one time where it's like he's dared to do something. This is in the trailer, and they don't show what happened in the trailer. But when you watch the picture, the actual movie, they also don't show you what happens in the movie. And it's a scene where the demon makes him come out, and it's like, okay, fine, what happens here? Because now finally, and it happened about an hour in, now we're getting something interesting, cool, because now it's gonna get real, because his father's a cop.
Mhm.
It's like, oh man, now this is gonna have some real world stuff. And the lead girl Ophelia, you'd think that they would at least be able to build a solid story around her, but no, everything that happens to this group is just a convenient way to get them to the next thrill kill, which would be okay if this was along the lines of like a Final Destination type picture, because at the very least the story's lacking, the premise is shoddy, but you think it could at least play out, because some movies with really bad premises have the opportunity to like redeem themselves in
Just
the
by
way
being
it's told.
schlocky, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like
you
a lot
know,
of horror movies are like that. You're like, okay, this is not a great movie, but like it's fun.
Yeah, if the performance is great, it
Yeah.
can get through it, but the kids are mediocre at best, which is unfortunate because you'd think at the very least it's gonna redeem itself with some awesome kills, man. I'm gonna see some people impale, I'm gonna see bodies flying.
I mean,
I'm gonna
that's
see, like,
Final
car
Destination in a nutshell. Like, you know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes,
Like,
it is.
it's like this movie's not good, but man, these people are dying
Yeah.
in very
At the very
More
least,
like
it could have
horror movie
Jason
way.
X.
Mhm.
Yes, get as stupid as possible, but still do like a great job with some horror stuff, and like cement itself in the accolades of in the annals of those movies that just take it to the nth degree, but they don't. Unfortunately, I was expecting like some Saw stuff because they set up a lot of similar premises similar to Saw,
Mhm.
which is just kind of a damn shame because you got the one dude who actually brought him there. This cat, he's kind of a smooth dude in the bar. He says this, he says that, and he's really enticing our homegirl there.
How do you get people, by the way, to leave wherever they are to go play Truth or Dare?
Well, you got to find someone who's very thirsty. And you gotta just you gotta show up swinging.
I got you.
That's what this dude did, man. He found this one girl who sees, okay, my friends are getting it over there, I'm getting nothing, and some dude just comes to her rescue when some douchebag who she knows and has had a history of like trying to fend off unsuccessfully gets up in her face. Cause this dude like stalked her. Not stalked like viciously stalked, but he's like the one dude who can't just take no for an answer.
Gotcha.
And he's not taking no all the way to Mexico. That's how deep it goes. And then this other cat steps up at the right time and is like, "Hey, dude, she's not interested. Back off, or else we about to throw hands." And then she just gets a good look at his face and sploosh. So now she's inviting her friends to follow this dude across Mexico to some abandoned church way out in the middle of nowhere to play, of all things, Truth or Dare.
Yeah, that
That's
sounds
how
like
they
a
get
good idea,
involved
no
in
matter
stuff.
what.
And then the
Okay.
kills are weak. The premises are pointless, and the kids are so unlikable. You want to see them die, and then when they do, it's fleeting. It's just kind of one of those haphazard slipshod things where it's like you think it can be saved on so many levels. The story premise is weak, fine. How's the acting? The acting is lame, fine. How are the kills? The kills are pathetic. They're killing me here. Work with me, Truth or Dare.
Work with me, Truth or Dare.
I so badly, dude, man. If it went the route of Hostler, because there's body mutilation, that would be cool. That would be redeeming. It doesn't do that. If it
That's
went
sad
the
when
route,
it's like the only redeeming thing you could possibly pull out is some body mutilation. It doesn't even deliver on that.
yeah, dude. There's like one
Damn.
scene where the kid. This is one of the ones in the trailer that they kind of gloss over, but it could have been the cool scene in the movie where the kid, like I mentioned, there's the one kid whose father is a cop. The dare comes up, grab your father's gun, and make him beg for his life. Just like, damn, okay, now it just got real. How's he gonna get out of this one? Well, the kid grabs the gun and holds it on his pops. He's like, okay, Dad, just do me a favor. Just say this. Trust me, please. Say this, and I'll explain later. I swear. Just say this one thing. What did I do, son? No, just say this, Dad, please, and we'll get over this. I'll explain later. I promise. Son, is it me? Just say this, Dad, please, please. Is it because you're gay? No, Dad, you gotta listen to me. Just, Dad. No, you gotta say this. But. And then you just bow. Just. It's ridiculous. I can't. It hurts me to go see movies this bad because I've seen good bad movies, fun bad movies. I was so ready to walk in and say, okay, this looks dumb as hell because everyone's got that cheesy grin on. But you know what? This also looks like a movie that's gonna like slaughter these children with like, and it doesn't, man. It leaves you feeling flat and flaccid. I gave this a hard thumbs down, and I'm like, dude, it's Blumhouse. You can do better because Blumhouse is like. It's like Troma with a college degree. Blumhouse is like, what I'm there to see. Give me what I'm there to see, man. Don't hold out. Just give me a taste. just a taste of the good stuff. So it's Truth or Dare.
Stay away from it.
Yeah. Just. There's so many turns where it could have gotten better and it didn't. I'm damn saddened and ashamed to have sat through this entire garbage, especially when it got to the ending. I won't give it away. I will say, though, that it sets up a premise early on in the movie that's just a hypothetical, and you're like, wow, that's the stupidest question you could ever have. And then they enact that at the end of the movie. Like that becomes the big twist of this piece of
Jeez.
garbage. So I apologize if anyone was really jazzed to see this. It's just save your money.
Gotcha.
You will. I promise you, you'll have forgotten about it by the morning.
Yeah, get a pizza instead.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, speaking of